Hey, what up, everybody? You guys say anything? Okay. All right. It looks like I do need to make sure your guys' audio is turned on here. It is not. Uh, let's do this one. All right, test it again.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on.
Hello?
Good to go.
Hey, everybody!
Sorry, the last time we did anything on stream, we got drunk and I played with a bunch of buttons. And there's Top Hatter.
That's amazing.
Excellent. Top Hatter, thanks for joining us. Yeah, on the 4-person setup for our stream, like I've got your name still listed as JJ. I've got like it was like JJ
Nice.
Shay Shay and I can't even remember what I put. Like Gnarls Barclay Lay or something. I don't know.
Amazing.
Anyway, welcome to Skeptalk Live episode number 16. I'm Udo and that's Jason, and joining us today is Ryland.
How's it going, everybody?
Ryland is Jason's roommate, so I'm going to let Jason introduce him properly.
Okay. I was going to let Rylan introduce himself. I've been friends with Rylan now for, like 5 or 6 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe longer, yeah.
Since like
Rylan's currently
2011.
working on his master's degree. You want to tell him a little bit about that, Rylan?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm getting my master's in teaching, or master's in education actually, and I'm trying to be a English language arts teacher.
Awesome.
Fucking badass.
I think that adds a little bit of credence to our show. Like we could actually teach
It does.
somebody something.
Well, I don't have my degree yet.
We have an almost professional.
We have an almost president sitting in office, so I mean,
Right? It's fair.
imagine the shit we could get away with. Let me get the show up here so that everybody can see what's going on.
Okay.
All right, now you guys should have the show as well. Today, we're going to cover a couple of things. Looks like we got just a couple people joining in, so we can cover a couple of things that have changed about the stream. I want, if everybody takes a look down below, you'll see that there are new heads to all of the section panels in Twitch. So that is the link to our Discord, the link to our Twitter, the information about what Skeptalk is, and the new podcast that'll be coming to the channel pretty soon. So yeah, cool stuff to find there. We've got we'll be rolling out a thing with an Amazon affiliate thing here pretty soon, which is going to be lots of fun. So if you have anything that you buy often through Amazon, tell me what it is, and then I'll put it down there, and then when you buy it, it won't cost you anything extra. But if you buy it through our link, you'll support Skeptalk Live, and that is awesome. So,
Toilet paper.
right, I was thinking about that, dude. Like, I was all like,
Yeah.
What brand?
Ooh.
yeah.
Cottonelle or something. It's one of the good ones.
Here's a random question: do you guys use tubed toilet paper still?
Wait, is there another kind?
Yeah, dude, you can get tubeless toilet paper.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they literally like the tube isn't there; it's still a roll.
Oh, I have actually seen that.
And then when you're done,
Never
it's
for a
all
home
gone,
bathroom.
dude. It's completely gone.
Dude, I
Yeah,
didn't know you could order that for like something that's not a public restroom or something.
right.
Yeah, that's
it's
amazing.
super great. Like I haven't had a tube in my house in like 2 years.
What? In 2 years, it's been a thing that long?
Yeah, dude.
I'm so far back on that.
The only problem that you
Yeah.
end up with, right, is that like if you like go and take like a thing of tissues because you like have your nose running or something, eventually it becomes nonsense if you're just manhandling it. But
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh shit, yeah.
on the roll, it's on the roller, right? It's key to go forever. But Enet has asked, what is he going to stick his dick in then? And
Fair question.
I mean,
Hey, it might be softer this way.
right, use the whole toilet paper roll instead of just the tube, right? It's like the BBW version of the Fleshlight.
Oh god.
Angel soft.
All right, I'm not sticking my dick in
Pornhub
anything
comes out with a toilet paper.
that has puppies on the package, so make sure that you pick the correct one. All right, so let's get into this show a little bit. We've got our fair use announcement, right? Everything that we're going to be doing tonight is review, it's exploratory. We're parodying news. Please stop copywriting our stupid nonsense that isn't worth your time copywriting. And I won't come after you when we're huge. So, all right. So here's our first story. Do not challenge the snowplows.
Jesus Christ, this guy's fucking having an issue.
Lowell police urge shovel-wielding residents not to challenge the snowplows.
What?
Yeah, dude. So Grand Rapids, the snowplows clear Walker Avenue Northwest in Grand Rapids after a snowstorm on the 13th of this, right? There was a group of armed citizens that came out with their snow shovels and got all pissed. And when the snowplows, plowed the snow in the middle of the road back onto their driveways that they had already plowed out, right? And then shoveled it back into the road.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And then they tried to stand in the way of the snowplows.
Okay, now I'm fucking understanding this situation.
Right.
I'm on their side. Fuck that snowplow.
So here's what the police said, right?
Yeah.
There's a tweet here. I'm gonna find it because it's really hilarious. I think it starts with people. Where'd he go? Oh yeah, people. The message reads: Please do not walk out in front of the city snowplow with your shovel, challenging the drivers not to plow your driveway. 26,000 pounds of metal and salt does not stop on a dime. If the truck doesn't crush you and kill you instantly, the blade will dismember your body and you'll bleed out before any help arrives. Police go on to apologize for the graphic detail, but emphasize the seriousness of the issue. The post, of course, is referencing the annoying buildup of snow that occurs at the end of the driveways. Blah 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 blah. I don't like shoveling out my driveway either, after I've already had it done. But it's the nature of living in Michigan. Oh, Squabbly's here.
That's pretty fair.
But yeah.
What's up, Squabs?
But they're like, thou shall not pass with the shovel, right?
Yeah.
Did they? I want to know if they pounded it down like Gandalf pounded his staff down.
That'd be amazing. Cracks the ice.
I mean, they didn't have a video.
Perfect.
I'm going to have to assume. Enid Down's solution is to not live in Michigan.
That's pretty fair too.
I agree.
It's a great solution, as long as they don't come to Oregon.
Right.
Yeah. Stay the fuck away. With your Canadian talk.
All right. So, real simple. Starting to get in where people are going to be doing dumb stuff because of snow. Our next story is Cap and Derp. So, just taking a look at what's going on here. Can either of you guess what this might be about?
It looks like it's a game show, right? Clearly.
Yeah.
Right.
He's got to guess who Steve Rogers is.
Right. Seems about correct. What do you guys think he get? What do you think he did?
Do I think he's a doctor, senor, or capitan?
Yep.
I think Capitan.
Right.
I think he's just a senor.
So this is a game show, right? That aired. It's a major game show on Telemundo, and so this guy comes on wearing an American Captain American, like an English language Captain American T-shirt, and he gets asked the question: "What is Steve Rogers in the Avengers? Is he the Doctor, the Senior, which is Mister, right, or the Captain, right? Is he Doctor, Mister, or Captain?"
I wouldn't know that because I haven't seen the movie.
Ah,
but that's pretty hilarious that he wore the Captain America shirt.
He got it wrong.
I was kind of figuring that was the case. That's amazing.
So he's wearing a Captain America shirt. And the question was, who is the guy who plays Captain America, essentially, right? And he got it wrong. Anyway, super simple story. Thought this was awesome. Figured I'd show you guys. It's not very long. There's not much to do with this. And he said he was the Doctor, right? He actually guessed that Steve Rogers was the Doctor of the Avengers. So
What's up, Mental?
all right. So next story here is there's something beautiful about two ships that pass in the night, but what about when two street mapping cars pass each other?
Whoa, crazy.
So this is a Bing car being recorded by a Google car.
Oh, shit.
So this
Did they fucking stop and fight in the street to the death?
That was my hope, right?
Yeah.
Like they would have
that's
to...
the logical solution to whatever
Exactly.
problem that is.
Two mapping cars enter, one mapping car leaves.
Yeah, exactly.
Cul-de-sac of thunder.
At that point, they just have to play chicken.
So
Pretty sure that's law.
this is taken directly from Google Maps, right? It happened. This is what the street view looks like. And this is exactly how it went through all of the algorithm and map stuff, right? This is the view from the other car.
Oh.
Bing auto censors out Google's map cars.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's fucking
wars
it's
begun.
so salty,
Yeah,
dude. Like
Super salty.
Google's just taking the high road.
Oh, and they're in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, dude.
Are they
Would have been
circling each other?
it would have
That's
been
amazing.
it would have been the perfect thing for a fucking Thunderdome, right?
Yeah, it's the perfect time to have lances attached to your car and drive directly at each other. What?
And lance the camera off the top of the car.
Yeah.
And then whoever
I mean-
has the most number of, the most video taken because they still have their videos or their cameras, gets to be superior map program.
Enet's got a fantastic question. Why does a Bing guy why is he not giving the finger?
Well,
It's like, yeah, clearly.
do you think a cool motherfucker drives a Bing car?
No.
I mean, his face is blurred out, though, so,
Well, the
can do
algorithm
whatever he
blurs
wants.
everyone's faces.
Right. It's funny that Google's algorithm is like, oh, we'll keep your identity masked. Bing's just like, fuck Google.
Enet's like, that's the reason that the other car is blocked out, because the Google guy is just all like...
Yeah, probably. That's fucking funny.
It's probably because it's the self-driving car and they're ashamed that they have to have fucking people.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, that would make sense too, right?
Our next story is something that a lot of people will recognize as a thing, right? So, Saucy Jokes, you guys have seen the whole, thing you do where you put under special instructions when you're having a pizza delivered to write a joke in the box?
Yeah, yeah.
A man was recently fired for doing this.
What?
Yep.
What?
So, Stanford, Virginia, a comfort food known to bring the smile to your face. It did the opposite in Stafford, Virginia. We're not showing her face or using her name. This is the article that I was reading. But she said, my son ordered a pizza online, and under the special instructions, he requested a joke. An innocent order her 12 and 15-year-olds have done in the past. So a worker at Pizza Hut cooked up exactly what they ordered. Problem was, their pizza arrived with a little too spicy for mom's taste. So
What was the joke?
What do pizza delivery drivers and a gynecologist have in common?
Oh, fuck. They both serve as cunts.
No, what the fuck? Wow. Well, there's a new answer. But the answer is they both can smell work close enough to smell the goods, but if they taste, then they're in trouble.
Oh my god, that's super fucked up.
Yeah, it's super
That's
fucked
way
up.
fucked up.
So this like 13 and 15 or 12 and 15-year-old got this pizza joke, and they're all like, "Mom, what's a gynecologist?"
How could like the pizza? Wow, I'm glad I
now
got fired. That's fucked up.
Yeah, now I understand why you got fired.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot less funny now.
That joke was
It's like,
joke was a
Jesus.
little saucy.
Gnarls fucking nailed it.
But the joke on this one's pretty good. What's the difference between pizza and my pizza jokes? And it's
Yeah, it can't be tapped.
Right, exactly.
My pizza jokes can't be tapped.
Do. All right.
Dad jokes all day, motherfucker.
Every day.
Every
right.
day.
So, balls. Story's just called balls.
Totes.
This is just a strange thing that's occurring, and I wanted your guys' opinions on it.
Aliens.
I mean, it's possible.
That sounds true.
Yeah. Strange ice balls washed up on the coast may have been caused by oil pollution, an ecological expert said. This is a picture of uniformly sized balls of ice washing up on the Gulf of Finland in northwestern Russia.
Whoa, that's crazy.
So these...
Why are they brown?
Yeah.
I think this is the water, right?
Yeah, let's see, probably, right? Apparently, these things weigh 45 pounds.
How big are they?
Wait, one weighs 45 pounds?
Most of them. They weigh on average 45 pounds.
Holy shit, they're like super condensed.
Yeah.
Like, do we know how big they are?
I'm trying to see if I can find the exact... They didn't say... They just said they weigh on average 45 pounds. Or, wait. Okay, so this is similar to an event in 2014 when hundreds of beach ball-sized ice boulders washed up on shores of Lake Michigan.
So they're probably pretty big. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, those are the guys that like make those snowballs when it snows that are like compact ice.
Right.
Whoever did this, they've got the technique down.
They're just mass-producing garbage ice balls.
Yeah.
Rolling
we'll
them.
store them in the beaches of Finland and Russia till the winter.
Exactly. Our snow fort shall never be defeated.
Yeah. 45 pounds. That's insane.
That's
Yeah.
humongous.
But
I don't know. What do you guys think could cause that? I mean, we're experts in this kind of stuff, so
right.
I'm thinking
the theorized idea is it's oil pollution. But
yeah, but that's bullshit, right?
I mean,
Because like oil freezes at different temperatures.
because it melts ice beams.
Okay, I like where this is going.
Yeah,
I think it's from snow clams.
Flight says that the water slowly rolls them into balls, which makes sense if you're a layman.
Okay, like etching river stones.
Right. So do you think that this is possibly something to do like where's the ice coming from, right? Is this coming from global warming type of situation? Is
I don't know.
would this amount of ice still exist it not in ball form if the oil wasn't there?
I don't know about global warming, but pollution maybe if oil's involved.
Yeah.
Is there any evidence of like, is there like oil residue on the balls or something? Like, why did they come to that conclusion?
Yeah, are they oily balls?
These balls lubed is what we're asking.
The super cool Russian website I got this from doesn't have much evidence, so.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's from a Russian website.
Right, there's video of it
It's
though.
That's fake
right?
Russian
news.
government
There's fake news.
experiment. Yeah, these are like alien eggs or some shit.
These are the Putin clones.
Yeah,
That's all the
these are the Putin
bald
clones,
heads,
and whichever one hatches first has to eat all of the other ones before they hatch,
and then
they write a
will,
bear back into Russia.
That Putin clone has to eat a lot of balls.
Yeah, these are the fuel for Mecha Hitler.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you
It happened
guys
in Michigan too.
what do you guys think this is?
I can't tell. Are they at? Is that an airport?
Looks like some
It's
sort of convention.
Yeah, it's a convention
Maybe
for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
But
I don't know. I can't tell.
so
They're
if
taking pictures of something.
right, if your guess was 100-foot long joint, you'd be correct.
Seriously?
Damn, that's crazy.
Yep, Worcester, Massachusetts. Massachusetts marijuana aficionados have rolled 100-foot long joint. The effort
like
was. Yep.
I just think that the proportions off. Like it's too skinny.
Yeah. They better have 100-foot long burrito next to it because those guys are gonna have the munchies.
Yeah.
The effort was led by Boston-based cannabis club and advocacy group Beantown Greentown during an exhibition of pro-marijuana vendors and supporters of the DCU Center and Worcester on Saturday. The joint took 2 pounds of marijuana to construct, and it was delivered in 5-foot sections.
Holy fucking, that's so nuts. That's so much pot.
Right, they
There's a
perfected
lot
a
of weed.
secret rolling technique using 1,000 grams of their own pot trimmings.
It's only
Crazy.
trimmings.
So they like practiced this before, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, this was premeditated, 100-foot long. Oops, damn it.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, the question was, when are you going to light it up?
Oh,
And
How do you even pick it up?
right, exactly. Like, is it even just possible at all? Like, assume that they sealed it very well, right? The paper is just superb, right?
But think about it. You have to suck air through 100 feet. when
Right,
they're initially
exactly.
I believe that's the initiation to getting into Playboy magazine.
Oh my god.
Oh, I went there. If I was gonna smoke this thing, I would. The only day I would probably ever try to fucking light this thing up and smoke it would be as soon as I walk out of my last fucking final in school and I'm just done.
Right.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm getting fucking obliterated and taking over a 7-Eleven.
I'm thinking you probably serve this thing like you do like one of those like huge sandwiches at a meeting board, right?
They just chop them up.
Right.
Yep.
You go up and you just chop yourself off like a foot-long joint and you're just all...
Yeah, you can give 100 people a foot-long joint.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, holy shit. They just give you that in a fucking giant bag of Funyuns. They're just like, here you go. Here's your order, sir. Here's your 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Your ICP on cassette tape.
Yeah.
$5
Fago root beer.
All right. So here's a question for you, right? I've got a story here, and the story is, I want you guys to figure out if the story that I'm telling you is true or false, right? So, police and fire crews rushed to help a man yelling for help after getting stuck in a ravine. So I'm going to play a sound bite of the man yelling for help, and that'll help you figure out whether or not this story is true.
Okay.
Dude, that's definitely a goat.
So good.
So the answer is yes, that's a goat, but the story is true. So the police rushed to go help a man that they thought had fallen into a ravine, so it turned out that it was actually a goat. Because the goat was yelling, and the goat sounded like a man.
That's funny.
So they spent all day trying to find a guy, and only found a goat.
Oh shit!
And
that's
the goat was fine. Like, the goat's not like stuck or anything. The goat is just all like, do, we're good to go.
Just chilling, yelling.
It's just like, ah!
They're like, why does this guy keep moving and yelling? That's
Exactly.
amazing.
All right, so I've got A terrifying story. Da-da-da-da.
What the fuck is that?
Is that the thing at Disneyland?
It totally is. What the fuck?
I never saw it.
It's such nightmare fuel. So, Disney unveils Donald Trump robot at Florida Park.
What the fuck?
Look at this thing. It's gonna be in my...
don't they make like animatronic presidents like for every president or whatever?
Right. It is
definitely nightmare fuel.
Exactly. It's tradition for the current sitting president to be the last stop on what is it? Where's the thing?
God damn, that's so terrifying.
Right.
I don't like looking at it.
Yeah, the Hall of Presidents, right? So it's tradition for the current sitting president to be the last one that you talk to, right? And this one actually has a totally presidential sounding speech.
What?
Like, yeah. Like, there's no references to Kim Jong-un and no references to Twitter or fake news or Hillary Clinton.
Or making America great again.
Correct.
He's actually done a couple of really good speeches.
Right. From the beginning, America has been a nation defined by its people. At our founding, it was the American people who rose up to defend our freedoms and win our independence. It is why our founders began our great Constitution with the 3 very simple words, "We the people." Like, that type of speech, only in the Trump voice.
Did he record this
for
them?
He did.
Okay.
That makes sense.
But then they put it in this terrifying face.
Yeah. I'm surprised he okayed this. He's just like, can you make me look like the wolf that ate the pigs that dressed up like the grandma?
Or, yeah, exactly.
It doesn't look anything like him. Except for the hair. The hair still does.
Like, that legit looks like a Hansel and Gretel witch.
It's fucking...
Like, that
Trumpa
face
Yaga
wants to eat you and grab you by the pussy.
Right. That's
Does the animatronic Trump commit sexual harassment?
Yeah, of course.
Figured.
That's what he's doing, making that face.
God, that's so creepy. Like, what the fuck?
That's the face he makes when he commits sexual harassment.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so I bring you some cringy shit. So this
he
guy
looks cringy.
Right. So stripper's jealous boyfriend sets fire to strip club.
Jesus.
Can you think of
fire and passion?
That guy is a stripper's boyfriend?
Yeah. Imagine what the stripper looks
amazing.
like.
The mustache gives it away.
Totally. He's dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy looks like a meninist.
So his name is Creo Chance Bishop.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. He reportedly burned a West Virginia strip club down because he was tired of his girlfriend working there. A jealous boyfriend told police that he set a West Virginia strip club on fire because he was tired. Oh, apparently just repeats the same thing again. Hold on. He was arrested after he set the exterior of JB's Gentleman Club on fire. He reportedly set the strip club on fire early Wednesday and fled to a nearby Walmart. Yeah, this.
Of course, he went to Walmart.
Right? This guy looks like the guy who's like, "I need safety, a comfortable environment. I better get to Walmart." Right?
One of my favorite places. I bet he wanted his girlfriend to work at Walmart.
Right.
That's funny.
All right, so yeah, this guy's fucking weird, and he burned down a strip card. Yeah. And like the big thing was like he didn't have a job either. His girlfriend was paying all the bills.
Yeah.
So he burned down her place of work.
Wow.
Such a douche.
Sended, what's up? All right.
What up, comma?
Next, story.
Dad.
Dad? Right. There's
Dad in the box.
Yep. A $10,000 reward is being offered by the Postal Service after someone stole a package containing a man's ashes from the doorstep of his daughter's home in Arizona.
Oh man, that's so fucked up.
Right?
Yeah, it's totally fucked up.
So, like, package thieves are fucked up in the first place, right?
Super fucked up.
But now one of them is just all like, why do I have a box of ashes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't give it back.
And they're pieces of shit, so you know they're not going to return it.
Flight
Because
is,
you got to be a pretty big piece of shit to steal a package off a fucking front porch.
flight is
It's
where
like you never know what the fuck could be in there. It could be like
Right.
medication for an old person.
First off, why the fuck did you send Dad's ashes through the fucking mail?
Yeah, that's a bad move. Straight up.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
That
With
is
our
a pretty
post
bad
office's
idea.
track record. Yeah,
Right.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Ron.
Oh no, I was just agreeing.
Right?
For sure.
So Flight wants to know, like, was that the end of the last story? I mean, he got arrested. He didn't really put up much of an escape from the Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And he
going.
turned his-
He's going to jail for arson. So, I mean, that's basically the end of that story.
Yeah, good.
Anyway, they're offering a $10,000 reward. So the final, this is the final step in the process of me saying goodbye to my dad and making arrangements and sending him home here. And to know what he was, or to know that he was so close and then just taken, it breaks my heart. The package should not have been left on the porch without a signature, the Oklahoma City Funeral Home said. So they're you know, normal to ship dead people, but they make people sign for it, so it's okay.
Yeah. I've heard of this happening. I've never heard of it getting stolen.
Right.
God, that's so fucked up.
It makes me really sad for that people.
Right. I think
I hope, and
funeral
maybe
home.
like follow up on this if the people return it. The fucking geeked out meth addicts that took the fucking package.
Enid says, what's the reimbursement worth? Did they put insurance on the package? Is it by weight?
I think it's by value because like there's a certain value attached to the urn and the ashes.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's a difficult,
yeah.
pretty difficult decision.
I think no
remember
matter
when I signed
what
for my
number
pops.
you gave her, she would not be happy with that thing. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Correct. All right. So our next story, Doggo.
Oh no! What?
A
Wait,
dog.
Why is it the same
Dog?
picture?
Yeah.
No.
So a dog who was the subject of a 2-year court battle and a faked death is backed with his adopted family in Missouri. So this boxer mastiff was lost, and turns out he was quite an escape artist. The last time he wandered off, the Rough Road Rescue Director, Steve Savella, found him and decided to keep him, accusing Patterson of neglect. A 2-year court battle ensued. The court sided with Patterson, but instead of handing over Max, Savella gave Patterson a box of ashes, saying the dog had died. He eventually fessed up to the lie and gave up the dog. Savella is being charged with theft for failing to turn over Mac immediately after the case ended. But he faked the dog's death to try and win a court battle.
So fucked up, dude.
God, people are terrible.
Yeah, that kind of makes me like I'm a little angry.
I'm wondering where that box of ashes came from.
Yeah, maybe he just burned some wood.
Oh, is it Dad?
Or is it Dad?
Maybe he's the one who stole the ashes.
Exactly.
Can we call him Prime Dad?
Right.
2-day shipping of your favorite loved one.
Oh,
Oh
fuck,
God!
man.
Whatever. Oh, you know it's gonna happen at some point. Somebody's gonna get a drone delivery of their dead fucking friend or animal, or
And
some shit.
some
That's terrible.
redneck in their backyards are gonna shoot the drone down,
Yup.
and there's
And
just
then
gonna be
the ashes
ashes
gonna
just.
explode everywhere.
And somebody's gonna be like,
Cloud.
"America," as he's covered in grandpa. Like,
Yeah. Jesus.
That's awful.
oh, I know. All right. So,
That's awful. That's
So
the
bad.
point of this show.
turn over the fake dog
Yeah.
ashes for a $10,000 reward. Hobby says, or Horrible
I
says.
really hope the next fucking slide doesn't have the same package.
Yeah, no, I'm done with it.
That guy's like, what the fuck else could happen?
All right, so we've got a new segment here. We discovered it on the entertainment, like the fan special, right? And it's fun as fuck. So we're gonna do which one of these stories is real. All right. So there's gonna be 3 stories here. Tokyo man gets in fist fight with flock of pigeons, loses. Wealthy Bristol residents cause uproar by installing anti-bird spikes to stop droppings hitting expensive cars. Or migration patterns of New Delhi homeless population mirrors local bird population, study says. All right, so Jason and Ryland, do you think 1, 2, or 3 is real? And chat, feel free to chime in if you'd like.
I think
3.
1 is real.
1 is real.
I think 2 is real, but I just want to say 3 because it's amazing.
Flight says
The
2 and 3 is real.
Patterns of New Delhi homeless population. Just because of that line.
All right. So if it turns out that 3 is real, I'm sorry I made up a real story. Because I that one came off the top of my head. But the story is
so
actually
good,
fuck you birds. So
Nice.
take a look at these fucking spikes, dude. They just tie them to
shit.
the trees so that birds can't land in the trees. How
What the fuck?
fucking brutal is this?
Those are really fucked up.
Right. Trees rendered literally uninhabitable, say activists. Anti-bird spikes installed on...
Activists.
Right.
Yeah, right. More like Ted Cruz fanatics.
Right.
Wait, so number 1 was true?
Number 1 is...
Yeah, you got
it's,
it,
num-
dude.
it's number 2.
Hell yeah.
Number 1 is
Oh.
Tokyo man gets in fist fight with flock
Yeah,
of
yeah.
pigeons.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I was
Right.
up for it by
I
installing
figured 2 was
anti-bird
true.
spikes.
Right. So, in a bid to protect their expensive cars from droppings and outrageous environmentalists, the spikes, which are generally used to stop birds from resting and building nests on ledges and nooks on buildings, were nailed to 2 trees in an exclusive part of Bristol. The trees, located in the front gardens of the privately owned flats of the Clifton area of the city, have been described by a local Green Party councillor as literally uninhabitable to birds. Yeah, duh. It's full of spikes.
What the? Why would you just make a Tesla coil or some shit at that point?
Right.
Or just shoot them? Fuck.
Well,
Just
then,
hire someone to shoot birds
Don't
for the same.
impale them on the tree branch so they're fucking stuck there, and then you gotta pull them out.
right. I don't think that the activists will be very much happier about that one, right? Like, look, it's making a nest.
So the activists were complaining, and that's why this happened.
Get more cats. First white president
Yeah,
says
get more
stop,
cats, right? Exactly,
stop asking for handouts.
The birds should adapt.
Well, I mean, technically, these spikes don't kill the birds. They just make them go away.
Yeah, that's what they do. I mean, I do hope that they film the first fucking couple birds fly in, because that's gonna end terribly.
Well, it says apparently there's a big problem with bird droppings around here. They can really make a mess of cars, and for some reason the birds seem to congregate around this area. Oops. There we go.
And they wanted to keep the
Armand
trees,
Demara, how's it going?
but
Welcome
they
to the
wanted the
stream.
birds to go.
Right, they want to get
So
rid of...
like,
Yeah. So they put spikes in.
so they just covered them in spikes and made these demonic fucking trees.
These guys
that
are
like, also
literally...
anti-child.
These guys are
They should've
literally
made them
Mega
red
Man
spikes.
villains. Yeah. Quinn says he's installed them on building sides. The real nasty ones are made of metal pins, not plastic.
Oh shit! Yeah, I thought these were metal. I was like, this is This is some shit that Kevin from Home Alone would do. If burglars were robbing his fucking treehouse.
Birds just flying around, paint can.
Yeah, right. Just getting tarred and feathered.
Enet says that the activists need to dress up like birds and shit on the cars at night.
That would be the best thing to come from this.
All right, the next one. Here we go. Arma Damara says they could hang CDs from the trees that keeps them away. I've totally seen that.
Is that why people do that?
Maybe. I mean, some people probably do it because people used to hang CDs because they're pretty, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but I mean, it's very possible that people originated it because the birds are all like, yeah, fuck that weirdo thing, right?
Why don't
Only
they just put
Green
a bunch
Day
of
CDs
tablets all over it? Only Green Day CDs.
Nice. All right, here's the next story. Scientists find earliest known gay couple. Scientists find earliest known musical notation. Or scientists find earliest known penis.
Earliest known penis?
Right. One of these.
What the fuck?
One of these three stories is real.
I'm gonna go with number 3 because that could mean so many things.
Correct.
What
says
kind
the
of
gays.
penis?
I'm gonna go with number 3 also.
All right.
Def the gays.
We'll let the chat go for a little bit. They're saying some stuff about. There's some 2s. There's some gays. All right. Fossil dingus. Possibly the world's oldest penis, over 100 million years old, was found in a recently discovered fossil of an ostracod related to crabs, shrimps, and water fleas, according to newscientist.com and Reuters.
That's a huge penis for a flea.
This is not the picture.
True.
They did not have the picture of the penis, right?
Okay.
But
okay.
I actually just looked up fossil penis and found the first free to use image, and this was it, and I thought that was great.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Gnarl says alleged dick.
Fake news.
To my knowledge, it is the oldest penis. I don't know of any older, says Professor David Civitaire of the University of Leicester in England. Civitaire was
penis expert.
Right. Presenting his research on the fossil found in Brazil to the British Association Festival of Science. Ironically, this discovery was made on the fossil of a tiny marine creature measuring about 1 millimeter wide, rather than any other giant metaphors of machismo, better known as dinosaurs. So, it is a dick older than dinosaurs.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
Yep.
First white president, I don't think you can assume a gender if you find a penis.
Yeah.
To get that point of sex, bruh.
Also, it's a fossil. So, I mean, not really doing anything anymore.
It's just a detached penis, it sounds like.
What if this penis leads to the real Jurassic Park?
There's no balls, though.
As long as Jeff Goldblum's there, everything will be okay.
Right.
True.
Only dick, no balls. All right.
Fossils having names.
Our last fake news story. All right. Employee finds $200,000 worth of weed at Matthews TCBY. Jesus, Immaculate Conception impossible as new research shows Mary had a headache. Police launch sting operation to catch pair of nefarious package burglars and end up arresting FedEx driver. Which of these three is a real news story?
1.
I really want to say 2, but I think I'm gonna go 3, just because I could see that being in a newspaper in Roseburg.
Right. All right, chat. We'll get a little bit into there. Gnarl says 1. Mental says 3.
3 is real, even if you think it's not.
Yeah,
lots of
3
3.
seems super real.
All right. Matthews, North Carolina. TCBY in Matthews received an interesting delivery last week. An employee at the frozen yogurt shop found marijuana at the store. $225,000 worth of it. The employee found the drugs in a white 5-gallon bucket inside of a cardboard box on December 4th, according to the police report. The marijuana had been shipped to the shop. It wasn't clear who sent the marijuana. So literally, they got sent mystery marijuana bucket. And also, I was able to find
crazy.
ice cream cone full of weed as a picture for this. So,
That's perfect.
Monster Cat,
What kind
welcome
of
back. I
toppings
thought I
you
had
want?
you gone out of here. God damn it.
God damn it,
Monster Cat's back.
Okay. So that's the fake news section. I like doing that. I like making up fake stories. See what everybody thinks.
Yeah, it's
So,
fucking awesome. It's hilarious.
we'll be doing that for a while till we all get bored of it. But here's something I'll never get bored of.
Yeah. Be the change.
So this is always the first one that we're gonna take care of, and that is we need to get to 100 votes. We're not there yet. We're still only at 32. So we need to find out what the hell happens when you get to 32 or to 100.
Yes, sign the petition.
So here's that. Feel free to share that everywhere. Just be real annoying to your family with it. Be like, Mom, sign this thing. It's really important. It'll help with whatever problems she thinks the country's having.
Send it to your congressman.
Yep.
What if we got it signed and the next thing you know, Donald Trump is like making an announcement that he's like, this is what happens when you get a change.org petition fulfilled.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Oh, well,
You're
yeah,
like,
we've got a
as
big one
you
today,
know,
Gnarls. So here's actually a real big one that I thought we should all look at. The city of Hamburg in New York, they are getting a new water tower, and this is a petition to make it look like a giant hamburger. 781 people have already signed, and I am now one of them.
That's pretty awesome.
That's fucking important. They need it.
I'll sign that.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'll definitely sign that.
So, it's a unique opportunity. Their town's name closely resembles a classic American food, as well as a water tower, which is shaped similarly. They're proposing that they repaint it to look like a hamburger. So, seems like real justice, you know?
It's just logical.
Meaningful change.
Enet asks, how does it not already look like a hamburger? And that's just because they haven't had any progressive people like Chris Hanate, who is a mastermind behind this idea. Pardon me.
He's the real thinker.
Right. Okay, our next petition involves the Olympics.
Oh shit.
This is a petition to make Club Penguin sled racing an official part of the Olympics. I really wish this image would show. I need to get this for you guys. So give me just a moment.
I need to see this image.
You need to see it. It's amazing. Club Penguin is a modern day masterpiece of a video game. And I get it. Get it just for you guys.
I've never even heard of Club Penguin.
So this is Club Penguin, and this is their racing. And this needs to be an Olympic sport.
I mean, I'm all for allowing penguins to do the bobsled team.
Wait, so would people be actually racing penguins, or would they be playing the video game competitively?
They're playing the video game competitively.
That's way less exciting than real penguins.
Yeah, I want real penguins.
All right. Well, I mean,
I refuse to sign this.
just
Yeah, I would
put
sign
that in the
if
comment.
it was real penguins.
Put it as a comment. Just be all like, I would sign this if it was real penguins.
Okay, I'm doing that.
All
I'm
right.
giving them some love.
Excellent. All right. The next one is also video game related. This is to rename the game Death. What was it called? Death Stranding? Yeah, Death Stranding. You guys heard of Death Stranding?
Yeah, Hideo Kojima's new one.
Right,
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima, but they want to rename it Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus.
That sounds awesome. Yeah. Sounds way fucking better.
This is actually going to Hideo Kojima. And it has been my dream for Hideo Kojima's new game, Death Stranding, to come out. It's flawless in my personal opinion, but I have just one problem. The game has a bad title. It would be amazing if the title was better and it replaced it with Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus, because it already tells a bit of a story. Let me get that here. A little bit about the game, and it has a nice ring to it. Did anybody catch who that name was? I had my screen minimized.
Dennis Lloyd?
Dennis Lloyd, thank you very much.
I think.
Welcome to the stream. Good to go.
Welcome.
But yeah, so I like the idea of Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus as the name for the new Hideo Kojima video game. So let me make sure.
Not to mention, like, every video has this weird, like, baby or doll thing going on.
Yeah,
with oil.
It's real good.
Yeah.
Right.
He's so creepy.
But okay, we got one more of these super amazing change.org petitions, and this one I personally love. So this is the petition to get some milk.
I need some milk, please. I am thirsty.
So good.
I love the picture too.
Right, and he's petitioning himself, petitioning me.
That's fucking hilarious.
He's petitioning himself and 4 others.
Right, correct. To get some milk. I mean, it seems real straightforward, right?
Yeah.
I am not specifically not going to talk about the Blink 182 guy. I was like, the fuck does he know? Like, that when I saw that like announcement, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
why? I don't give a shit what the guy from Blink 182 thinks the government is up to, right?
Dude, you're putting my heart in a blender.
His CD should be up at Scaring Birds.
In a tree.
All right.
Oh shit, and it might be funny though. That does sound pretty awesome.
All right. Before we move into the status report war on Christmas, what was the thing I wanted to show or check out? I'm gonna verify who it was that I missed and what I didn't really announce, because I want to make sure that our fans feel appreciated specifically, and I have the ability to go backwards and look. So Dennis Lloyd Ryan, thank you very much for the follow. So yeah, wanted to make sure.
Welcome to the show, man.
So the war on Christmas, guys, it's getting serious.
It is. There's been a lot of casualties.
Arrests are being made.
Starbucks cops.
Are you guys ready for an arrest story about the war on Christmas?
What? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fucking got him, dude. So what was that?
I just said nice. They got the Grinch.
Yeah. So when the Grinch threatened to steal Christmas, Ty Lon knew just what to do. He called the police and brought in a real life Cindy Lou Who. So it's an actual story of saving Christmas from the Grinch. Tylon Pittman, a 5-year-old Mississippi boy, knew he was too little to take on the Grinch all by himself, so having identified the threat, he took action. Tylon called 911 to report that he did not want the Grinch to come steal his Christmas. So he recapped the call he made on Saturday night, unbeknownst to his family. 911 said, 911, and guess what happened? Tylon said. What happened was that that Byram, police officer Lauren DeVille, heard about it and wanted Tylon to know that his holiday was safe. So the dispatcher posted a status on Facebook that she had received a call from a little boy and that he told her that he thought the Grinch was coming to steal his Christmas. And she said, I asked her to send me his address. So then, oops. when the family, god damn it, stupid 1 pixel garbage. Anyway, so they dressed up a dude like the Grinch, and the police officers arrested him so that Tylon could save Christmas, dude.
That's
Dude,
so
that's-
awesome.
Yeah, that's really fucking badass.
So he misused an emergency phone number in order to waste a bunch of time and then spent police money to arrest a thing that didn't exist. Thanks, parents.
All because you didn't want to tell magic's not real.
I mean, it's still an adorable story.
It's adorable.
No, I'm not going to say it's not, but I mean,
Yeah.
I got a buddy who's been arrested for misusing 911. He was very drunk.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Well,
being 5 and being drunk are basically the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Only one of them you get away.
Yeah.
Trump's America. That's funny. Thanks, Obama.
But I saw that story and I was like, fuck yeah, Tylon, you fucking get him, right? Like,
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
dude, what do you think that the Grinch is saying to him right there? He's all like, if when I get out, kid.
He's probably like, my heart is
Like,
growing.
What did you say, Rylan?
Oh, I was thinking maybe he was going to tell him his heart grew bigger, but, you know, maybe he's making idle threats too.
He's all like,
Yeah, maybe.
my heart isn't the only thing that grows 10 sizes larger.
Oh, God.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Fucking
No,
Grinch.
come on.
God damn it, Grinch.
Roy the Grinch.
Roy the Grinch more. That's funny.
All right. So we're going to head to the midsection of the show, and I've got some nonsense questions for everybody.
Excellent.
We've covered most of our news, right? We're going to move into the conspiracy a little bit later. We got some more personalized question where we're going to razz Ryland a little bit. But right now, we're going to go into some real cerebral, thought-provoking questions. And the chat can feel free to answer along. But first question that I've got, Monster Cat, thank you very much. If you were transported 400 years into the past with no clothes or anything else, how would you prove that you were from the future, Ryland?
Fuck. 400 years into the past. That's not very long ago.
Correct.
Man, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's a kind of a difficult question.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I can't just show them a lever and astound them because they have basic understanding of physics at that point.
God damn it. First right president, he said Bitcoin. Just start.
That's like the answer to every question.
Just start Bitcoin.
Yeah.
They didn't have computers. They were like 390 years away from computers.
Correct. Think of
Or
how
from
much mining
Bitcoin.
you could get done before everybody else.
True. I might actually like rattle off some knowledge, like historical knowledge about presidents from the past or something, like talk about Abe Lincoln or something. I don't know though, because that could get me in trouble.
Y'all,
'cause
200
if I
years
knew
from
that he
now,
was-
a man
Yeah,
will
it's like that's
free
in the future. Yeah, right.
Okay. Maybe
They wouldn't
okay,
like
maybe
that.
like
They would
Maybe
be
John-
like, what?
maybe
Which
John
is okay.
Smith then.
Right.
Who?
John Smith or
Okay.
like
I'd
some-
rather have Adam Smith. I'd be like, fuck your mercantilism. Free market, motherfuckers. Capitalism's coming. Y'all are going to change your ways.
I just be healthy by drinking boiled water and pasteurize some fucking milk, dude.
I mean, that's
Oh yeah.
fair.
That is a good
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd laugh at them all. I'd be like, well, I'm vaccinated for that. I'm sorry. Half your village died.
True.
Yeah. All right. The chat pretty much fell along the lines of whatever you do, don't say you're from the future or they'll burn you as a witch.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking fair. You will die.
All
They're like,
right.
you got a vaccine for fire? No.
We touched
Dude,
up on
or-
we touched up on toilet paper earlier today. over or under?
And let's be fair, they might not burn you at the stake. They could easily weight your body and just throw you into a lake to see if you float.
True.
So it's not all bad.
Right. All right, Jason, over or under on toilet paper?
Over.
Yeah, we live in the same house. We have an agreement.
Right.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're not fucking communists.
Why?
So
Why?
why?
Yeah.
Because we're not communists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
So-
this is America,
All right.
land of the free, and we do things right here.
I have to say, whichever direction it ends, because the toilet paper is stored on this side when I'm taking a shit, and then I grab it, and then I'm all duh, and then I replace it. However it ends up, that's the way it is till it goes away.
You're a
Communist.
Right.
Yeah. Communist. Dude, if you put it over, it's so much easier to pull off. You know, like I don't want to dig behind the toilet paper roll to find where it starts.
Yeah. We're
I'm-
lazy.
I've literally never had an issue obtaining toilet paper. So,
Well, that's just a lie, and communists lie all the time.
you have to find it. Does everyone have the problem of locating toilet paper?
Dude. Not on everything.
Dude, so check this out.
Rules,
Check this out.
though.
If it's backwards,
Yeah.
you just pull down. It's instantly there in front of you. Oh, what the fuck, dude? Like, magic! I'm a wizard!
That's funny.
Right.
No, and you can also roll the toilet paper, you know what I mean? Like all of us have lived or like I shouldn't say lived in. We've all been to communist houses and had to deal with the under toilet paper.
Right.
So we know how to find it.
And I just use my simple wizard magic of pushing it.
Yeah, which is fucking bullshit because I don't believe in magic.
Exactly. All right. Next question. What fictional character is amazing in their book, show, movie, but would be insufferable if you had to deal with them in a mundane, everyday situation? Jason.
I'm ready.
Right. What do you think? Did you hear
Fucking
it?
Luke Skywalker. He's a whiny little bitch, dude.
So he was awesome in the show movie, but then you'd
He
think
was
he would
great
be...
in the movie,
Okay.
you know what I mean? I mean, he was a little whiny. But like if I had to deal with him in real life, like if I was Han Solo, I would have definitely shot him with my laser in that fucking bar and then just took off with like Obi-Wan Kenobi and the fucking robot. Been like, yeah, let's go do what you got to do, but we don't need that whiny kid here. Right.
Right.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Right.
I have to agree.
Okay.
I can't think of anyone better.
The Hulk.
Ooh. He would be
I haven't
really
seen that.
hard to
That'd
be
be,
a friend with.
be insufferable to hang out with. You'd be smashing everything, like walk through your front fucking have your house, just all sorts of stupid shit.
Just mad for no reason.
Hulk, no!
What do you mean under? Ah!
So I'd like to say thanks to everybody for getting to 20 viewers. At least that's what the front of the screen says. So I mean that's what we'll go with. Yeah.
Han Solo's not worse.
Han Solo is kind of a dick, but he's.
Oh
not-
yeah, but I'm an asshole too. So what? We'd be pals.
Jada, it's totally
True.
fine. We understand the pull of arts and crafts. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Fucking-
we didn't talk about that.
yeah, exactly.
You're here now, though.
Time to get it, Shannon. No, it doesn't. All right. So next question, we'll move on to what are some fun ways to answer everyday questions like how's it going and what do you do, Ryland? We lost 3 viewers because I said thanks. So, yeah.
So how's it going?
Tiger
I don't
Spartan?
know. You could
Welcome.
just pick a direction. How's it going? Sideways?
Say, all right. How's it going? Sideways. That's a good one.
I don't know. What do you do? Yeah, I'm not coming up with any good for these. Jason, you
Okay.
should go first.
I always answer all of those the same. All of the questions. I'm like, okay. And then I just walk away.
Just like, how's
Yeah,
it going?
well,
Okay.
Yeah, or like, what are you doing? Okay.
You could. I like that, and
I keep walking.
along those same lines, you could just say yes.
Exactly.
How's it going?
What do you
Yes.
do?
Yeah.
What do you do? Yes.
Exactly. I don't have anything clever to say for this one because I don't look at these questions before I bring them in. So, I get to be the awkward silence here for a moment. How's it going? I mean, you could just curse, right? You just be all like, fuck! And then walk away, right? So...
Yeah.
Or what do you do? I fuck.
Freak out.
Yeah, exactly. Ask one of these questions, too. They'd be like, how's it going? Toilet paper, over or under? And then if they answer success good, the way that you like it, you can be like, all right, now we can talk. We can be friends. Right? All right. What would some fairy tales be like if they took place in the present and included modern technology and culture? Jason,
Dude,
you get to
Peter
start.
Pan.
Oh, Rylan, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, Rylan. If you want to, yeah, go for it.
I was just thinking about Peter Pan like tweeting constantly. That's all I got.
Tinkerbell's just all constantly on Twitter.
Yeah, it's like instead of clapping to make Tinkerbell heal, it's like she has to get a bunch of tweets and retweets.
I need 1,000 retweets. Tell your friends.
Tweeting.
Share this photo of Peter Pan 1,000,000 times, and my wishes will become true.
Jason.
Yeah, I think most fairy tales wouldn't happen if there was just cell phones.
Right. The same thing as
Like
Stranger Things.
Yeah, just like Stranger Things, like most period movies. To be
right.
fair,
Exactly.
Like almost everything. Like if there was Amazon, like the Lord of the Rings wouldn't be a fucking thing, right?
Right.
You're like, I'm just sending the ring to Mordor. It'll be there in 2 days. I've got Prime.
Jack and the Beanstalk is arrested for fucking home invasion. Oh, yeah, there we go. First Vice President Jack and the Beanstalk would be about magic beans. It would be about Viagra.
Fucking true.
I do want to mention Distended Coma. Cinderella is just a Craigslist missed connection ad.
Like that one too.
Taint Slap says Snow White would just be Snow as to not offend SJWs.
That's fucking amazing.
All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, DPD would steal it. All right. Let's see. Is cereal soup? And we'll go to Jason this time.
Yeah.
All right.
That's easy.
Right?
Yeah, I would agree.
It's a soup?
There's lots of other kinds of cold soup too, so I don't see why cereal can't be cold soup.
Does that make pasta a broth? Or not pasta, but does that make milk a broth?
You cut out.
Does that make milk a broth?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, and in that case, it would be a broth.
Right.
Yeah. It's cow titty broth.
I like to think that cereal is a pasta, and that makes milk a sauce.
You fucking monster.
He's communist. It's already been established.
It's already been established.
All right.
Oh, shit.
If over time you replace parts on a car, at what point does it stop? Pyre Chris Burton, thank you very much for the follow. If over time you replace parts on a car, at what point does it stop being the same car you bought? How many parts do you need to replace to make it a new car?
That's a fucking crazy question. I guess it depends to me.
To me, I would just say like over 50%.
That's pretty fair.
Once you get 50%, it's actually a whole new car with some old car parts on it.
As soon as you're over 50%. So
Right.
yeah, like 50.1%, it's a new car.
Quinn says every nut, bolt, and frame.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to measure, but
So me, I kind of operate as in like my machine is the same machine that I'm working on, no matter what kind of machine it is, unless I change the the primary driving force behind it. So I would say, like in a computer, that would be like if I change the chip and the motherboard, I'm like, boom, it's a new computer at this point. I would probably say with that scenario playing out in a car, I would go as if I replace the engine,
Right.
it's a brand new vehicle at that point, because really when we're looking at our, miles used or miles driven on a vehicle, we're worried about like engine, like how long is this engine going to last? When am I going to have to, get a new car?
Right.
So I would say the engine.
It
It could be just that one thing.
I'm a cheap thrill. So every time I replace the air freshener, I'm all like, it's like a new car.
It's fresh. The tree is new.
How many cars did you buy this last year?
5 or 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Let's be realistic too. Like the new car tree is like the best fucking tree. It's so amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever smelled it.
Armadharma brings up that your body contains none of the cells you were born with. So it's a good point. Like, are you a different person?
Oh yeah, I'm a new person.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, we're all aliens.
If someone asked to be your apprentice and to learn all that you know, what would you teach them, Ryland?
I guess I would teach them about I guess, yeah, I don't know. It would be teaching, I guess, because but I'd have to get my master's finished first.
Right.
But even then, I'm not qualified to train teachers, as I discovered this last term when I had someone who only had a master's teach one of my classes.
We've finally been exposed as postmodernist evil bastards.
I just saw that.
Jason.
What would I teach them?
Yeah.
I guess it would probably vary on day to day depending on like what I was doing, I'd say, but most likely I would teach them business.
Okay.
Straight up. Like I would teach them how to handle day-to-day stuff, to looking at the big picture in life and not getting stuck, not thinking that your job and your life is the only experience that's out there or that's happening to make something work.
Miss Nexium, or it's Miss Nexium or Mr. Snexium, one of the two. Magenta damage is only available to one character, so that's just how it works. It's the backside of his hand damage. So,
that's amazing.
I mean, like if I met some dude who wanted to be my apprentice, I mean, like all I could do is teach him how to be a snarky jerk, right? Like that's like my it's my biggest skill.
Yeah.
And it gets me a long way, right? Like just finding how to make a joke with somebody, if like that's like my number one skill. How to make a joke in any situation by figuring out what that person thinks is funny, right? That's about it. Miss Nexium, aka Reno, gotcha. All right.
Cool.
Let's go to I think this is the last question, right? Before we take our quick break for the ability to stand up and to pee.
Cool.
What's the best inside joke you've ever been a part of? I have a fucking amazing story for this. Ryland.
I've never been part of an inside joke.
Oh shit, we'll work on it.
At least I can't remember any.
Yeah, I can't remember any off the top of my head. I'll have to think about that. Why don't you tell your story, Don?
All right. So I'm going to tell the story of how I killed a woman.
Shit just got real.
Right. Okay. So
our viewers are growing.
Great.
Instantly.
So, I once was in a joke with a couple of friends where we created some MySpace profiles, right? One of our roommates was talking about getting a girlfriend. So we started, not roommates, one of our friends, and all my roommates were in on this joke. So one of our friends comes over and says, hey, like I'm looking for a girlfriend. You guys know anybody? And I was all like, that's the lamest way I've ever heard anyone ask about this. So my buddies and I get together and convene to create a master plan. We create MySpace profiles, right? And we create ones that we think that he'll like. We're proposing as women, right? I create one where I am a comic book nerd, just like he is. I'm into the same like comics and TV shows that he is, and moderately attractive.
This is sounding pretty cruel.
Right, it terribly is. This is I killed a woman. So, my other buddy creates a super hot goth chick because he's way into goth chicks. And then our other roommate creates the way out of your league guy, or like way out of your league girl, right? And we all hit him up at different times on MySpace, and we're all like, hey man, we like your art, or hey, I noticed you're from the same town I'm at. Just like, we're just the same type of shit that bots use now to try to get people, right?
Yeah.
So fucking he starts talking to all of us, but then he stops paying attention to me and the goth girl. And he's only paying attention to way out of his league girl, right? And so we keep moving on. We eventually the other two girls just fall away and fade into nothingness. So there's the first two girls that die, right? We created these characters and now they're dead. The third character persists for quite a while, to the point of where he finally gets the nerve to ask her to come over to his house. He'll make her dinner, right?
Yeah.
So they arrange a date. There's food to be made. There's a hanging out to be had, and half an hour. Yeah, this is
He's about to get ghosted, dude.
Yeah, dude. Half an hour before she's supposed to arrive, we knock on the door to his apartment, and he's all like, "Dude, you can't. You guys can't." Right, exactly. You guys can't be here. This girl's coming over. You guys got to go. And we're all like, "We know." And he's all like, what do you mean? We're like, we know. And then we introduce ourselves as the three girls. To which he then takes a shoe off and hits my third buddy right in the face with the boot, right? He gets super mad and then starts, we killed this woman. He thought she was real. He loved this woman, right? And now she's dead. And it was the greatest inside joke I was ever a part of.
God, that is so cruel.
We
funny.
We ate the dinner.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
I can't believe he still let you.
Yeah.
He's still friends with us now. I mean, I don't even understand.
I think I know who it is. I'm gonna stay out of it though. Okay, so I do have one, which it's not really a huge joke, and I'm pretty sure I did this. We're still not sure in this household, but I vaguely remember doing this. I was really drunk one night, and I bought something, and I think I got a free subscription to Men's Health.
Okay.
Wait, I thought it was ESPN.
Oh, that's what it is, ESPN. And I signed up my current roommate Rylan for it. And I think I signed it up for the ladies version because he keeps getting these ESPNs with half naked guys across the cover. It's fucking amazing. Sorry.
Amazing. Oh, okay. I got one more actually, and this one's totally chuckle worthy. Jason, I know that Rylan wouldn't have heard of this, but Jason, did you ever hear about when I learned my magic power of summoning a dick storm?
No.
It's the greatest thing. It doesn't work anymore because the website went away. But I found a thing that you can do, and I was doing this to a buddy of mine repeatedly for weeks. And I told a bunch of other people and told them not to tell him, right? So I found this thing where you can get somebody's phone number, right? And I created an account on this place called Phone Zoo, which is it's like a global social network for phones, and there was one big status feed for everyone in the world that was on this thing, right? So it was 1 million accounts or something signed up, right? And you could post to this thing and millions of people could possibly see it, right? So I created this account, this girl named Chelsea, and then I found some models' pictures online, created another catfish account, right? and put the status post out there, misspelled terribly, looking to trade pics for pics. Message me,
Dude.
right? And then I got like 150 instant friend requests. I accepted every single one of them and copy pasted them a message.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and copy pasted them a message to send me a photo to this number, and it was my buddy's number. And I said, the more risky you get, the more risky I'll get. So then they all send him a picture of their dicks. Every single one of them, right? 150 dicks, right? Gets sent to my buddy's phone. He hits up Facebook. He's all like, dude, what the fuck is going on? There's people keep sending me wieners. Like,
that's insane.
So all of us,
fucking brilliant.
Everybody keeps hitting me up. They're like, dude, what's going on? You know what's going on with this guy? And I'm like, shush. Like, just don't tell him anything. Don't tell him anything. I'm hyperventilating. I can barely stand it. I'm gonna do it again tomorrow, right? So the stuff goes off. I create a new account, do the same type of thing with different wording. Happens again. Dick Storm round 2, right?
Round 2.
Then
the dickening.
Right, he gets a ton of dicks on his phone, and then he starts freaking out on Facebook again, like, why? I just had to go, I need to reevaluate my friendship with Udo. So he's like, why am I getting dicks on Facebook? I eventually called him up and I'm all like, dude, I figured out how to send 150 dicks to your phone at any time I want. And he was like, it was fucking you. You've been doing this for like 5 days. And then the thing
amazing.
is, yeah, when that site went down, I figured out another way to do it, and I'm gonna let everybody in on how to do it on this chat right here. World exclusive.
This is terrible.
I figured it out, right?
You know, you're just asking for us to get dick pics for the next like week, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that's gonna happen.
Hmm.
Yeah, so let's stop where we are right now because I don't want to go through that.
Right.
Message me in private because I want to know how.
That's a really good point. There's
yeah.
I don't think I could. I'm not gonna give it up because people know my phone number. So. Oh no, Jason, here comes. You're about to get the Dick Storm.
There are way better people that deserve more dicks than I do.
All right.
I do not need that.
So we're going to take a quick break, about 10 minutes, so we can walk around, do some stuff, and we'll be right back. Chat TV, thanks for dropping in. We'll be back in just a second. You just hit us exactly at the time we take a break so that we can stand up and use the restroom. So we'll be back in just a second. I don't have any music. I got some music. We're going to use Monster Cat, dude, because Monster Cat is here.
That son of a bitch.
Right. All right, guys.
I kicked him, but he's back. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about what you do, Jason.
No, he does not.
So we'll be right back in just a second. I'm gonna make sure that you guys can hear what's going on. Let's go here. All right. We are back. Let me unmute myself on Discord. Bam, now you guys are back.
Hey.
Yep. Seems to be working. Quality. All right. Okay, well, we're going to move into our main story tonight, which is aliens and UFOs, guys. Been waiting on this one for a little while.
Fuck yes.
Because I fucking love the aliens guy meme, so... Whoa. and this kind of sticks in with real world news. Jason, did you want to cover any of that story at all? Get us touched base with how that's all going down?
Which one is that one?
The essentially we really have the X-Files?
Yeah. I can cover it for a second. I didn't into it, and you probably know a lot more than I do at this point. But,
I've got some videos for us to look at, but I just figured like a cursory look.
Okay, yeah. So the New York Times did a piece last Friday, I want to say, and essentially they covered a department that was secretly funded in the Pentagon by Democrats and Harry Reid that essentially is the X-Files. They secretly spent hundreds of millions of dollars investigating UFOs. And of the tens of thousands of videos and like photos they saw, they had 701, I believe, or maybe 7,001 that they said they had no evidence that it was fake. Like they could not prove them wrong.
Right.
Which doesn't mean that, there isn't a scientific explanation for what these UFOs could have been, but it's still pretty fucking cool. And I just thought it was really awesome finding out that, like, oh, holy shit, like, we have a Men in Black. Like, so we've got an X-Files in the Pentagon.
Fully 50% of them were Blink-182 albums, but...
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
His name was Adam.
So, Ryland... What is your stance on aliens coming to our planet to abduct our cows and stuff like that? Along that lines.
Like that type of aliens?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Unlikely that they would care about us.
Chatta TV says absence of proof does not equal proof of absence.
Yeah, agreed.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I don't know if I don't really give a shit about an anthill. I just walk past it, that kind of thing.
Yeah, totally. I think I think Chatta's reply was to what I was saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you guys some fucking rip-roaring proof. Are you guys ready for this?
Ready.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, and so, first by president, are they here to anally probe cows? Like, is that what's going on?
Is that what's going on?
All right. So we do have a video, right? This will be I think this is the first video of today. And this is part of what one of the 701 videos, right? And this one's blowing up because people, like all sorts of other news outlets, are covering it. But to me, it looks like some sort of it almost looks to me like they're taking a picture of like a cow with night vision or something. And I don't know.
When was this video shot?
2004. So it was just recently spread around because this was actually one of the videos that didn't go anywhere else, right? It was X-filed up real bad. So
yeah,
it's a BBC video we're gonna take a look at. That's a fucking drone, bro.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 miles to the west.
It's so weird that it's so stationary. This looks like not a real thing.
Yeah. Like he's tracking it perfectly.
Yeah. That's a gaffer bird today, bro.
Oh, it's like rotating.
Yeah.
I mean, it was from it was from an aircraft, right?
Right. So that is like the most recent piece of UFO evidence that is running around right now. Also,
say that was one of the
apparently,
videos
this
they
is what happens
proved
when
was
you're in
wrong.
North Korea. So
Jesus.
I think that's probably a piece of shit, like bullshit video, but
Still a really rough looking picture.
yeah. Anyway, so
Anyway.
yeah, that I wanted to show off that real piece of evidence because stuff we've got going forward is even realer. No, but
Nice.
Shit's about to get real.
Like
So-
that guy's goatee.
right. So this is the ex-UFO program chief, and so he actually
Up front now, the former Pentagon
is going to
military
talk
official
about that
who ran the
video a
government
little
program
bit,
up
right?
until this last November, Luis Elizondo.
Luis
Thank you so much for your
Elizondo.
time tonight. I mean, first,
If-
tell us what the purpose of the program was and why it was so secretive.
Well, I mean, all right, before we go any further into that, right? So, right, I put CNN up there because the credibility goes out the window. That's the
Yeah.
We're not real news.
Yeah, just so you know. This show isn't serious.
Anyway, they're also talking about alien picture, like the alien video and the X-Files, right? Like, yes, it happened. Yes, the government admits to it. But I'd assume that they wouldn't be all like, "Hey guys, we did this," if they were actually trying to hide something, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm assuming the reason that this is in the news is because they were all like, "Yeah, this is not good. Let's just." Oh yeah. No, I'm joking about it too, Chad. But okay. So this guy, right? Is this also Guy Fieri?
Looks like it.
Right. Dude, where did the guy go?
Yeah, he's another one of the clones.
He's another Guy
It's
Fieri
what?
clone.
Smash Mouth. It's fucking Violent J.
Guy
from
Fieri.
ICP.
Yeah.
And it's Guy Fieri, and then it's fucking what's his name? Duchovny, David Duchovny.
Right. Fucking discount
This guy's-
Duchovny.
Yeah, this guy's a real life Duchovny.
Could
We
you
love the Duchovny. around
could
here.
you imagine a recasting of the X-Files with Guy
With
Fieri
that guy.
as fucking David
With Guy
Duchovny's character?
Fieri? Only if Rachel Ray plays.
Oh
whatever
my
her name is.
god! Yeah,
Scully.
Scully.
Oh fuck!
Oh my
Who
God,
plays the
that's
smoking man though? Fuck, that's the hard one.
Trump.
I was
Can't
gonna
be Trump.
say-
It's not a cook.
Wait, who's? Oh, it's got to be a chef.
It
Gotta
has
be
to
a
be
chef?
chef. You got Rachel Ray. You got Guy Fieri. Who's
Who's the red-haired angry British guy?
Oh,
Oh shit, that would be great because he's such a prick.
Yeah.
I actually have a lot of respect for him too, though.
Dragon's Daughter says
forgot.
Mario Batali.
No, we don't.
Martha
play sexual
Stewart.
harassment lawsuits on our new X Files.
Smoking man.
Aliens in Flavor Town. Yes.
Fund that shit. All right.
Fun it, yo.
Fox.
Fox should definitely make that a show.
Right. So this guy's going to talk about
designed
why
to do
they had.
just that. From a national security perspective, identify those things that we see, whether we see them
I think so,
electropically,
Chada.
we see them with radar, we see them as eyewitness reports, through a myriad of different ways and avenues that we receive the information, and try to ascertain and determine if that information is a potential threat to national security. And
So here's a fashion question, right? So
Yeah.
if you have no neck, is it responsible to wear a collared shirt?
I
I mean,
you have to.
he's got it open. That helps a little bit.
Are you saying that because it looks a little like foreskin?
Ew. Saturday's news was about giant penises. So this one,
It was.
right.
That shit was fucking amazing.
Still no record on who created the giant wooden penis in the Alps. So just to let everybody know.
God damn it. We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll find the
So
the
what did you
penis
find?
placer.
well, we found a lot. I think it's probably been a little bit mischaracterized.
Can we just
in
pause
some
it real
of
quick?
Enet's got a really good point.
Oh yeah, what is that?
that it follows the direction of the aircraft. It could be an artifact of whatever sensor they're using. It's literally a bug on
totally.
the lens.
I think that they would have figured that out at this point, right?
Unless they could milk another $2 million out of contracts for it.
I guess that's fair. I feel like this isn't adding to their credibility, though.
Well, I mean, yeah. That's the,
You know what I mean?
Saying.
Well, okay, well, like, let's just be real here. Listen to this guy. Look at him. This is the face of the guy that sits in a fucking basement in the Pentagon, eating fucking Cheetos and going over YouTube videos. That's all he fucking does. He essentially does what we're doing right now. When he gets $22 million.
right. So, first white president, we're not talking about CNN's credibility. We're talking about the X-Files credibility.
Yeah, CNN
Right.
has no credibility. Of course.
We proved that one time with the Koi story.
Yeah.
The social
Yeah,
I'm
we've
curious
destroyed
what this
CNN.
video is
Yeah.
going to
what
say.
people put out, because a lot
We
of
tore
times
him
when
down.
we don't have a lot of information, we tend to fill in those gaps with.
I
what we
have no
think is
neck and I
logical.
hide it with a beard,
And
so
there's still, by the way, a lot we really don't know. I think what's important is
Fair.
that we have identified some very, very interesting, anomalous
Text
of
line.
aircraft. Let's
Right.
call them aircraft. Things that don't have any obvious flight surfaces, any obvious forms of propulsion, and maneuvering in ways that include extreme maneuverability.
except for lens bugs.
Yeah. Extreme maneuverability that's totally easily captured on
So are
our
these guys-
jet that's moving thousands of miles an hour.
Is these guys basically like a
Hundreds.
giant government version of ghost hunters?
Oh yeah, totally. Like this is Harry Reid's like he's like I watch Alex Jones, but I can't give money to an alt-right guy. What do I do?
The results are always inconclusive, Enet.
Yeah.
Tate asks, "Do we believe in aliens?" Right? I don't. Okay.
I do 100%.
Right. It's gotta be like. I mean, it's. I believe the theory of there can't be such an expansive universe without another opportunity for there to have been of life somewhere else on another planet.
Yeah, agreed.
Right. But I do not believe that they are flying around us, molesting cows.
Probably not.
Pretty confident they'd have cloaking handled by the time they got interstellar travel. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
We've almost got cloaking handled, and we can't even
Yeah.
fucking leave the solar system. So
Like around us, like checking us out in the showers and shit. I don't think they'd spend their time checking us out in the showers and stuff. But they're probably here at least leaving like chemtrails and contrails in the atmosphere, right?
Wow.
Like there's no other explanation for that.
right, why do we have zoos?
And global warming. They're probably causing global warming.
Well, I mean, if we were an alien zoo, right, that would mean we'd have to assume that they have plenty of source of all of the things that they could just take from this planet. So, I mean, I guess that's a good thing if that's the case, right?
Yeah.
They don't.
And it is, and first white president's correct there. The correct PC terminology, Tane, is bovine bonding, not molesting cows.
All right, we're gonna move on from Guy Fieri, and
I want to see what happens.
we're gonna go to an even more important figure in the.
I literally have no idea what that video was even about.
It was.
He's just talking about that.
It was literally a guy saying
program.
we're a group of people who take a look at unidentified flying objects and give no explanation.
Okay.
Yeah. Like he
That's
kept
nice.
saying things like, "We don't have answers, we don't know what they are, but that we identify the things we don't know what they are." That is what their entire job was to say, "Yep,
Yeah.
that is unidentified."
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds really useful.
I mean, I do think it's good that we have a government agency that's looking at all these videos people keep posting.
Oh, Jesus.
And they're like, this is full of shit, right?
I need to get that off the screen because that's like an epilepsy problem. That is not what the picture I went for was.
That just put me into a seizure. What the fuck was that?
Kendrick Lamar?
It is.
It's his new album.
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
B.O.B. talking about the world being flat.
Right. I gotta fix that image, right? Because this story is amazing. But
Yeah, true that, Enet.
we're gonna have a black screen for that one. We're at the background. Make it a little bit darker. There we
Oh
go.
shit, Chatter. Do you know what comedian that is? I want to see that.
All right, slideshow from current slide. All right, so this is a story about
Yeah, he is.
Kendrick Lamar.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Hey,
dude.
it really was Kendrick. Okay.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar saw a UFO and he was 6 years old. The 30-year-old rapper claims to have spotted an unidentified flying object during his younger years, and while nobody has ever believed him, he insists that it's not exaggerated, and it was a surreal moment. He said, "Nobody ever believed me, and nobody believes me now. I probably shouldn't even be talking about it, but I'm going to stand my ground. Nobody believed me then, and nobody believes me now. It's something I can't really describe because it just sounds like, okay, you saw a dart go past." A dart? That shit just don't make sense. It was just a surreal moment. Kendrick also believes that he was abducted at the time, and that could be why his talent for making music exists. This is all from a recent interview on Howard Stern.
Wow.
When asked by the Howard Stern show co-host Robin Quivers if he had been kidnapped by the UFO's crew, he added, "I probably did. That's probably why I'm doing music right now. Who knows? They probably gave me the energy."
B.O.B. is like, the earth is flat. Kendrick's like, hold my beer.
Right, exactly.
I got molested by
Oh,
aliens.
shit. All right. Okay, where to go? All right. So this was when he was 6, and about 6 days ago he gave this interview. So
All right.
right as the aliens come out on the X-Files, right? I think
Oh, okay.
it's pretty damning evidence. Kendrick Lamar is a famous person, so we're supposed to believe him based on Illuminati programming. So
True.
Right.
True.
And then I've got a couple pieces of visual evidence. So Neil Armstrong's name backwards is Gnort's Mr. Alien.
Oh my god, that's so true.
It's Skeptalk I, not live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
You could just click the smiley face. Oh, you're not a subscriber, bro.
It's right there. Yeah.
Are you a subscriber? Okay. Yeah.
Of course I am.
All right. So anyway, there's proof for you, Jason. Neil Armstrong's name backwards is Gnort's Mr. Alien.
Fact.
Right.
That's pretty fucking damning evidence.
Right, exactly. And then
Dark Side of the Moon.
here's some other things, right?
Are we gonna have a Dark Side of the Moon episode at some point? I want to do that.
Sure. I mean, I'll do whatever. I can make up a bunch of fake stuff about
Crashes
whatever.
over Roswell. Yeah, exactly.
This is the reason that they're running around abducting cows, right?
Yeah.
They're illegal aliens.
Jesus.
And then I think that's all I've got. Right. So to wrap up our alien controversy here, the government had a program to identify aliens. Kendrick Lamar was abducted by aliens, came back to be able to make sweet tunes. and aliens get high. And I mean, like, right as aliens who get high start showing up in the news, we make 100-foot long joint. So I think,
Hey, it doesn't matter how advanced you are. If you drive intoxicated, you will crash.
True. Fucking aliens.
That is very true.
What if aliens came here to get the foot-long joint, but they came, like, because you know how, like, if you're traveling really far distance, it'll take years and years to get there, right? That's a whole, like, theory of relativity.
Right.
Based on light years. So what if they, like, found faster than light travel, but they timed it fucking wrong, and they got here too early, and they crashed?
Because at those speeds, being off by feet means being off by years.
Fucking years, dude. And they were here for that 100-foot joint.
Right.
Fuck.
They wanted to come for it and they just missed it.
Fucking missed it, man.
Right.
Dude, my mind is blown.
So yeah, we ended up going a little faster. I mean, I planned this show for 4 people worth of conversation because I wasn't thinking about it.
True.
So yeah. But that's, I mean, we're doing just fine. About 7 minutes left in the show tonight. Got some things to talk about to everybody. Don't really do much, shilling on this channel or anything like that, but we're going to do a little bit. If you liked what you saw today, make sure to hit the follow button, right? If you really liked what you saw today, and you have Amazon Prime, if you hit the subscription button up there and you haven't used your free Amazon Prime Twitch subscription, we will totally take that off your hands. If you really liked us and do not have Amazon, feel free to hit subscribe. You'll get to use our super sweet Illuminati eye with the eyebrow, right? If you really want to see us grow a little bit better, give us hold down one of your friends on Thursday and make them watch our show, right? Because just seeing it, it's a good time. I haven't had anybody with a lot of like complaints about what we do. So after the show tonight, we'll most of us will be dropping down into the Discord to hang out with anybody who wants to stay around. So go ahead and hit the Discord button down on the description area. Follow us on Twitter. We honestly don't have enough followers on Twitter, and all it does is make us look more legitimate so that other people will share us around. You don't even have to like interact with us or pay attention. So
that's a deal.
Right, exactly.
I'll even follow us on Twitter.
But yeah, so also if you have any feedback on the show, anything you'd like to see us do, hit us up. No donation button. We actually do, right? Down underneath the view count there on the screen, you'll see streamlabs.com/Skeptalk live. You can give us a donation through Streamlabs there. We've never pushed it because we're still getting big. Soon people will we're hoping that we'll get good enough that people want to donate. So but yeah, with that, I think that's everything I've got for today. Jason and Rylan, did you guys have anything left?
No, I think we're good.
Gang stalking.
On for the ride.
Excellent.
Yeah, if anybody has any topics they want us to talk about, fucking let us know. Look up gang stalking. Okay.
Right.
Is that a conspiracy? Because
Yeah.
we do strictly conspiracies around these parts.
Thursday, make sure. I mean, so sometimes we cover things that are not necessarily conspiracy, right?
Sure.
Sometimes they're like myth or legend or crazy things that are happening. Because Thursday, we're gonna cover killer clowns.
Fuck yes.
For real,
Dope.
bro. Our dono link is not there. Hold on here.
Oh shit.
Can you guys not see? Let me move it around here real quick. Your account, alert box.
Also, while he's trying to figure that out, if you guys do come up with a good topic or something while we're not live, and you want to give us a shout out, just hit us up on Twitter or on the Facebook and just be like, hey, do an episode on this. Like, send us a private message on there. We're totally we reply really quickly, and we would love to learn some new stuff. I think every time somebody sent us a message, we've learned something new. It's pretty awesome.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, so Chat TV, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't have the donation link down in the panels. I definitely should. We've got it live on the screen right here, because I didn't even think about putting it in a place where people could see it offline. But that's good,
that's probably a
good
good idea.
suggestion, and we'll hit that up.
True.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still learning how Twitch works. We're doing really well for being only 2 months old, sitting at 100 followers. I think we're sitting at 8 subscribers. and 20 people watching the show right fucking now. So pretty neat to have. But yeah, so we'll be in Discord in about 5 minutes. Thanks everybody for joining the show tonight. We'll be back on Thursday, and if I can pull it together, you may see a podcast basically like an Origins episode of the Pocket Sand podcast tomorrow. So
sweet.
Yeah. More hot babes.
More hot babes.
All right.
Hot babes will be here Thursday.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining. Rylan, thank you very much for coming.
See you guys later.
Excellent. All right.
Rylan, thanks for coming.
Hey, man. It was fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right. Bye, guys.